overseas eyes, I suppose, and I'm sure I could speak for a couple of people. You know, a lot of us look at you and we go, you know, that's a fucking self-made man there. Do you know what I mean? Like you fucking worked your ass off, and as such, like, it's funny you've called it out this like little bit of respect that like, you know, well, at least with me personally, like, you know, there's not really any people that can say much fucking whack shit about you. You know what I mean? It's like it's always.
Oh no, there's heaps.
Well, maybe I'm speaking to the wrong
They're
people.
just in
then.
the crack house. legit though. They're just smoking crack, talking shit.
Do you get crack smokers sending you shit at like 3 o'clock in the morning as well? On like.
Yeah, but I get cunts sending me all sorts of shit. I got crazy stalker bitches that message me every day, and I'm like I don't want to name these bitches. They're probably watching right now. like just crazy lunatics.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your problem, bud. You created those babies.
I didn't create shit.
Yeah, crack.
That's mental illness. God created that.
Cold-blooded.
Or fucking, I won't say God. Let's not say God.
No,
say the devil did.
Don't throw shade.
I don't know what these bitches been through, but they didn't leave me the fuck alone.
No. Leave Ford alone, bitches. God bless. And the crazy thing is, bro, back in those days, like if you said you were from the West, bro, the northern people are fucking assholes. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't an advantage.
It's not. Yeah, no. Back then it wasn't. Like guys would shun you. Like if
They wouldn't want you to into their scene. They was probably looking down on you.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Westie.
Westies. Remember they? Because I remember when I was working, because you know I've been in shoes for a minute, and I'd go over there. Sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, we've got a shift. You got to." It's over in like Chatswood or whatever, and I'd be like, "Yeah, sweet. I'll head over there." So I'd head over there, and then they'd be like, "Oh, where you from?" I'd be like, "Oh, you know, I'm living at fucking, you know, whatever, Lincoln or wherever I was at the time." And they'd be like, "Oh, so you're fucking from the West?" And they'd fucking put shit down on you, bro. You know, it was fucking.
Well, that's why I took it and ran with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking from the West, yeah.
What about it?
You know what I mean? Like, and then look where it's come to today,
bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%.
I could have just fucking denied it and just fucking, I'm gonna go this different path. But from the start, my first release was called 2148 Mixtape, which is Blacktown, Volume 1.
That's fucking perfect, bro. Because I was actually going to talk about that. What was your first release? So
that was the
there
first,
it is.
That was 2148 Volume 1.
Yep.
Then I did 2148 Volume 2.
Yep.
By that time, I dropped my first album.
Yep.
I went on to do 6 more mixtapes, so 8 in total. And I'm about to drop my 13th album this Tuesday, 23rd. 13th album.
Fuck.
Yeah. So what's that?
You can't fucking talk about fucking
21 releases.
Yeah.
First album had 21 tracks on it. Second one, 23. Several of the mixtapes have got 20 plus tracks. It wasn't. So these are like basically double albums.
Fucking oath.
You know what I mean? So
especially
like,
these days, bro.
Yeah, like catalog wise, but on iTunes, as of Tuesday, there'll be 13 albums. Yeah,
it's hectic. Well, let's talk about that first one. Like, so that 2148 mixtape, which is dope. Just having the fucking postcode bang on it unashamedly. What year was that? And you know, how were you slanging it? Like, what was the deal? What was the climate?
Well, I found this guy that was like, he's like, oh, you know, I want to sign you, this, that, and started like giving me studio time. But I was really like, I knew how to finesse studio time. I was very lucky to find high quality studios and negotiate great terms and times and hours for me to record all of my music. You know what I mean? I was really good at that. So I always had the studio, but this guy wanted to get me go on and invest in me and all this stuff. And
anyone we know or not?
I'm not going to name names, maybe because for legal reasons.
Yep.
But he did all this and then recorded the first album. And then he told me...
So first album, not mixtape. Mixtape or album?
We did the first 2 mixtapes.
Yep.
And then the Illegal Life mixtape with Head Albert.
Yeah.
And then I dropped my album. Right?
Albert, bro.
And
fuck.
They got it... Anyway, like, I'm not going to get into details, all right? But,
sure?
So,
yeah.
They did that, and then they fucking presented me with a contract. So
you had already fucking done all that?
I've been fucking with them for a year or two.
Yeah.
Like, and then they presented me with a contract. And it was just like, I just looked at it and went, no.
Yeah.
And then they've just like, fuck this, we've come to a stalemate. Because it basically said, I'm going to own your shit and all the shit that you've done prior to this. And it was a ridiculous contract, all video, all this, that. And I wasn't a dumb cunt, you know what I mean? Like I knew.
How old were you then?
Fucking 20, early 20s.
Early 20s, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's fucking good, bro, because like a lot of cunts were getting the wool pulled over their eyes in those times.
So let me tell you where it goes from there.
Yeah.
So these cunts hold my album for ransom, right?
What?
As we're at a stalemate. They got the hard drive that it's on.
So they got
I
the
don't even
masters.
have a copy of it. Yeah, I don't have a copy of it. But I hooked up the mastering, right? So then one day I'm down at Rudy Hill in the fucking. I see this guy in the Chinese shop, and I'm like, oh, have you seen the guy that does the mastering? He's like, yeah, here's his number. I rang him up. I go, you remember me? He's like, from about a year ago, because they held it at stalemate for like a year. So my first album should have came out at least a year before it came out.
05 or something like
No, it should have came out probably 09 to 010.
Oh, sorry, album. Sorry, I'm thinking mixtape shit.
2009 to 2010.
Yeah.
Between then, it should have came out. It came out 2011.
Yeah.
Fucking, and he goes, yeah, I know him. So I call him and I go, oh, you wouldn't happen to have a copy of it, would you? And he goes, yeah, I got the master. I went down, picked it up, and thank you very much. Boom, we're on, mate. We're
Suck
on.
shit. Did you ever hear from those other guys, man?
They weren't too happy. Like, I didn't hear from them after that. No.
They talk about this street rap shit, right? And you know, like the 1-4, they're doing the drill, and it's like a byproduct of like the street rap shit. You know what I mean? And one thing that I notice is weirdly enough is your name, not in a bad way, it sort of doesn't come up in that discussion, but no one would say that you're not one of the OGs of that street rap shit, if you know what I'm saying.
Because when I talked about stabbing cunts, I talk about it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, they're making songs about stabbing cunts, right?
Yeah, like straight stabbing cunts. I'm stabbing a cunt.
I was making songs about stabbing cunts 15 years ago.
Yeah,
I just wasn't doing it the same. It just wasn't as blatant and just focused on that. You know what I mean? So that's why. But it's every generation is going to listen to something new.
Yeah.
Like the people that their age group are going to be different to my audience.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, I think unfortunately, it's some of these topics. Like today on the news, a kid last night got stabbed. 16-year-olds in Melbourne. Yeah. Bro, I've seen about 3 or 4 of these in the last 6 months. I've seen so many, and then I've asked myself, how does this music influence us?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or not just us, the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Because like that, you know what I mean? So it's like
leave an impression on them.
You know what? The street rap has influenced me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm a victim of it myself. You know what I mean? No, honestly,
I feel what you're saying, but like that's a crazy thing to say.
I never had a dad there, and I was listening to music, and that's the only male. That was the closest male role model, influence, whatever you want to call it, was rap music.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting like, mum can't teach you how to be a man. Like,
yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean? Like, and growing up in the way I grew up, like, it wasn't rough, but it wasn't. There was fucking little bumps and pitfalls along the way I had to fucking dodge.
Well, in those like multicultural areas, like I mean, like Bankstown was the same sort of shit. It was like you're not necessarily asking for it, but like you got to sort of just survive. You know what I mean? And like sometimes, like for example, like I'm not a fucking fighter, but I had to just punch on with cunts just so I'm not a fucking bottom feeder cunt.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Wrong place, wrong time. Anything can happen.
Yeah, 100%, bro. But one thing I have to say about your stuff as well, it was always because I feel like your stuff was influenced in terms of like, you know, we go back to the multis and the fucking. You're an MC, first and foremost.
Yeah,
like I have to say, and some of these cunts, you know, they're street cunts first, and then they're MC, or then they're rappers.
Well, that's why maybe I don't get brought into that discussion as much.
Yeah, true.
Because like, you know, when you get some witty cunt that says, you know what I mean, like some sort of punchline of this is the thing, like I might say something that's pretty bad, but I'll make it sound good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it'll be like,
or funny.
But then I could, or it could be the other way around. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's, like when you say I'm an MC, I'm more of an MC because I grew up doing MC battles, doing this, doing that.
Yep.
And knowing that, like, people are doing a certain sort of music, but street music can be the softest shit in the world. It can be the softest beat in the world.
Yeah.
But the message can be like,
be
it's
hard.
the message. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not a stolen music. It's not the instrumental. I'll
Yeah,
get some
true
shit
that.
to a fucking guitar and some soulful shit and to say some street shit on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
the next album's actually got like, I will call this next album mature street music.
Yeah,
if there's
dope.
such a thing.
All right, this is a fucking bit of a random one. I just chucked it in there. Bro, you are the most backstage cunt that I've ever seen. Right? Just FYI. I don't think I have seen you. Anyone that has been here, that, you know, like you've been with everyone with a photo. How do you... I remember at Tech 9, it was so funny, man. You walked in, what felt like... I was there with like... No, was it Tech 9? Can't remember. I think it was Tech. And you just walked up and you're like... Hey, have you got the pass? And I'm like, oh yeah. And you're like, oh fuck, can I just grab it quick for a second? I'm like, yeah, sweet. You know what? You took one pass.
Yeah.
You took 10 cunts in there. It felt like, right?
That's all you need.
You got a photo, bro. You got a photo, and then you're like, all right, fucking shook everyone's hand, like fucking laters, like you got the photo and got the fuck out of there. It was like a thing of beauty.
I mastered the art of being backstage. The thing is, just pretend you like you're supposed to be there. And you got an.
But you are supposed to be there.
Yeah, I know.
That's the mentality, right?
No, but this is what happened, right? There was Method Man and Redman and
this is
DJ
a dope
Premier.
story, yeah.
It was the bugging. It was a fucking back in the day, and I remember.
This is when they were pumping.
And they were one of my influences to start rap back then. Like there was Method Man and like the Tag and all that. Like I liked Method Man and Redman.
Yeah.
Fucking, and these, I was like, I'm getting backstage tonight. Everyone laughed at me. Fucking, you know what I did?
What?
I seen Anecdote on stage. I did the same thing I did that day. I said, give me the pass. He came down, put it in the hat, gave it to me. I got that one pass. I got backstage.
Yeah.
Next thing I'm fucking bumping into DJ Premier. DJ Premier's like, you got weed? I'm like, I got a little bit. You know what I mean? Come in this room. Fucking now I'm back. I'm going, man, I'm not supposed to be back here. He goes, no, you're cool now. You're cool now.
Yeah.
That's the first time. And it was just determination.
That was the first time.
I just said, and then from there.
It feels like you've been in like a million fucking backstage.
No, but I think I figured it out pretty quick.
It's the green key, bro. What the fuck?
Do you want to know the hardest one?
What? Oh, yeah. I do
in-
want to know the hardest. This is exactly why we do the podcast. What's
Get-
the fucking hardest?
Try getting into Snoop's dressing room in ANZ Stadium in the Rabbitohs home ground in their lockers. So you know, just a stadium.
Yeah.
And there's levels of security, and there's like
It's like Mission Impossible shit.
yeah. That was the night I did the song with Snoop.
Fuck.
That-
How'd you make that happen? What the fuck?
that's a fucking 3-hour story.
Is that?
Yeah.
Could you give us a relatively shortened version?
I'll tell you how it started. Fucking, I got to the stadium.
Yeah.
And like, I smelt like weed. These sniffer dogs got me and they searched me. I didn't have nothing on me. Must have just been the aroma of fucking.
It's the cologne.
Yeah. And fucking. So after that, I see Losty.
True.
Oh, but Losty had a pass.
Here we go.
I'm like, he's going to burn. I'm saying this.
Yeah.
We had to snip it. It was a hand pass. I go, you got some blue tack? Fucking dummied it up. Boom, boom, boom. Then there was 3 levels of security. This one only got you past the first one, right? I ended up in the fucking food catering section, getting food, fucking this, that.
Yeah.
Make my way all the way down with it, and then I just see the door open. I see Snoop and that in that. And you know who was there in their dressing room?
Who?
Snoop, The Game, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes.
Oh, that was for that
Corrupt.
fucking...
Just Superfest.
Yeah,
whatever.
Superfest.
Yeah. There's only 2 white guys in the room. It was me and Dave Aaron.
What
and
the
He's the
fuck?
engineer that recorded Tupac's All Eyes, Ambitions as a Writer. The first song he did when he got out of jail, he recorded it. And it's only me and him in the room. Only 2 white guys. Everyone else is Snoop's crew. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
And then they went on stage. I got to stand behind the DJ and fucking see what 30,000 people look like. And then we went back to the hotel and did the song later.
Does Fort have any crazy tour stories?
I don't know.
How long we got?
I don't know. How long have you got?
Yeah. Bro, there's no time limit on it. What's a recent crazy...
Oh, crazy tour stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks like a punish, bro.
I'm trying to think. The last one was I don't know if I should say it because
Just say it. Fuck it.
Hang
You
on.
don't mind a bit of controversy.
the last time was me and Chill. We had to go up to do a clip. So we went up there to the Gold Coast, and like we got booted out of the first hotel. Got smashed there, like fucking for damages and all sorts of things. With like I don't know.
Things that occur.
Yeah. And the next hotel, there was an incident there where police came. Someone was assaulted in the lobby. And that was probably the last one I can remember. But there's heaps more, like...
So completely unrelated. Someone was assaulted in the lobby. Completely unrelated.
I don't know. No.
But you happened to be there.
I wasn't there. I actually wasn't there.
Yeah, of course you weren't.
Yeah. I was doing something else.
Okay. No, don't worry about that. We don't need too many more.